adorable cats. They've got cute ears that wiggle and twitch.
It's high time to review the Cat Heaven Paradise, also known as Nekopara. Didn't manage to do the review last year when it came out,
You're being weird.
but I had more than enough time to cover my eyes before I scratched my chest in satisfaction while watching the show several times. Now that nobody's confused, let me give you a brief explanation of the glorious concept brought to the screen. So we basically have cat furries everywhere.
We all know that your patisserie is the only business in town with so many adorable cats.
You know how many anime have like one cute cat girl to appeal to certain demographics, of which I'm definitely a part of? Well, Nekopara decided to create a whole anime that focuses primarily on this weird, inexplicable fetish.
It's exquisite.
Genius. What is better than one cat girl? Well, a bunch of cat girls.
We have the cutest cats you've ever seen. Hi and welcome to the Patisserie La Soleil.
A simple yet brilliant answer, which sadly was only brought to the screen in 2020 of all years.
Sounds like you've been a very naughty kitty. It's time for milkies. Beware the milkies.
I guess not all was bad back then. I mean, at least we had plenty of anime cats and titties to watch as we were stuck in our homes. So yeah, this anime gave me hope and happiness. Well, from my superficial research, I could gather this title is based on a visual novel created by Nekoworks. Well, everything works perfect for Nekopara. Now, from some pictures I've seen on the internet, the source material is very fanservice focused, and by that I mean there clearly was supposed to be nudity in the anime adaptation, and yet they kept it very clean and innocent. Probably because they knew how popular this would be with mainstream audiences, especially in Japan, so they decided to make it as accessible as the concept would allow it to be.
Japan is... No, wait! The entire world is yours for the taking!
I'm gonna stay local for the time being.
Well, that aside, most girls in this show have sugar stage names, like some strippers in some candy shop. We have chocolate, vanilla, maple, cinnamon, coconut. Well, I know what I'm eating for dinner. A lot of sugar, especially vanilla. Sugar and chocolate are supposed to be the main duo of the franchise.
Does that pique your interest?
And just like any other anime, the brunette is a klutz, clueless, and less mentally gifted.
For your information, Shuckle nearly passed out from hunger! We're sorry.
While the white-haired one is more calculated, complex, and intelligent. Basically Gon and Killua, as Vanilla is not a main rival to Chocolat, but her greatest admirer.
I volunteer to compliment her.
Okay.
She kinda loves her a bit too much. I mean, they sleep together, which is fine, because they're family, like sisters.
She's gonna be big and strong one day. That's partially thanks to us, you know, since we're raising her well. Shuckle is proud of us.
But Vanilla is a bit creepy and nasty when it comes to Chocolat's delicious body.
How does a nice long massage sound to you? It'd sound better if you didn't do that creepy thing with your hands.
I also like her calm voice. She's so laid back and relaxed, but still be able to perform her job at the patisserie.
I'm very sorry. Unfortunately, we have a strict policy against the employees accepting food from our customers. Oh.
These cat girls work as maids, which is yet another ingenious marketing idea. I mean, how much more moe can you get with the cat furs, other than making them maids? Lastly is the patisserie run by our harem king protagonist, Kaso Minaduki, who is an accomplished young man, and the only baker in the store. Wow, if only I knew that baking sweets can make you popular with the ladies, I would have learned to be a cook. Now it's too late, and the 2D cat girls are all but gone, far away from my reach. But I can still admire them on screen, thanks to the greatest form of entertainment known to man called anime. About time to get more specific on the girls. We have Chocolat, who is a clumsy yet determined cat.
Well, Chocolate was carrying lots of plates. She might have tripped and broke one or two.
She refers to herself in the third person, which only adds to her cute and childish personality.
Hi! So, surprise! It was Chocolat inside the box. Long time no see, huh?
What?
She's more or less the main girl from the bunch, kinda like the shonen protagonist of the catgirls harem paradise. No, it is a lot of fun to see how naive and dumb she can be at certain times. And I'm not the only one who notices her appeal. As mentioned before, Vanilla is bewitched by her charm and does not want to leave her side.
I go where Chocolat goes. Everywhere, I'll always be by her side.
They are an iconic duo, and Vanilla is the brain in the family. Speaking about smart, time to introduce the Onechan of the kittens, namely Azuki. All the girls are walking stereotypes, and Azuki is the dependable, well-mannered, and responsible cat, who also just so happens to be a lolly. Yep, the oldest member of the feline family is also the smallest in size. How original. Naturally, she is self-conscious of her size, and gets very defensive when compared to a child. She is mostly fighting against Coconut. Ever since the beginning, it is established how they have a rivalry. Coconut is basically the completely opposite of Azuki.
She's huge and Azuki hasn't changed at all. Hey, what the? Why'd you drag me into this?
She is tall, voluptuous, and very mature and clumsy. She constantly fails at her chores and gives a bad example for the other maids in the cafeteria.
You okay? Why are you smashing our windows, you clumsy cat? It was obviously an accident. Give me a break, Azuki.
There are way too many instances where Azuki and Coconut fight each other. They usually argue over the smallest things.
You just hear what you want to hear. Maybe you should clean your ears out. Say that again. Come at me.
But their conversations mostly center around Azuki's petite size and Coconut's inability to properly complete a task. Maple is next on the list. She has a stuck-up royalty attitude. She sounds way too mature and formal in the dub version, consider the embarrassing things she has to say.
If you hadn't taken so long in the bathroom, I wouldn't have wet myself. Well,
Maples is usually paired with Cinnamon. They work well with each other. I mean, Maple is a proper mature lady, while Cinnamon is a perverted little cat.
Oh my! If May were to actually do that!
The show thrives on contrast between characters, and Maple has an independent, mature personality, as well as a hint of tsundere, given that she is typically dishonest with herself. At one point into the show, she has to overcome her anxiety and has to perform a song on stage.
are you sure you're ready? Don't pee yourself on stage. What? I would never do such a thing. I'm not a kitten anymore.
It was an the cat arc, where her determination was evidenciated, and her friendship with Cinnamon finally helped her develop as a person.
And you were so scared that you accidentally peed?
Please just stop talking. Jeez.
On the other hand, Cinnamon basically stays the same throughout the show. I mean, her whole shtick is that she gets easily aroused and wet.
If you were to do that to me suddenly without any sort of warning, then I just know I'd become super wet!
Man, I had to hear her claim she's wet for so many times.
More than I can handle. It's making me so wet!
I cannot find any way to give you all the instances where she says the very line.
I'm gonna get so wet!
My favorite episode, however, is the one where they all stay home as the storm is raging outside and they start telling scary stories to each other. Naturally, the scenarios become more and more lighter in tone and lead to some pretty funny scenarios.
Chocolate's home! Welcome back. Oh man, the boss was so annoying today.
The best one is when Chocolat and Vanilla become a family in a house made of sweets.
Chocolate's pretty tired. Sounds like you worked hard. Any idea what you like to do first?
Chocolat is the man in the family, and I like her deep tone. It is so much fun to see her roleplay.
You could eat dinner, or take a bath, or bathe me.
Vanilla obviously likes Chocolat so much. Wink.
But seeing you take care of someone is cuter. Huh? Chocolate?
If you get what I mean. And I forgot we also have a sister fetish. We can have a proper brilliant anime without some fun inches now, can we?
Wow, I could look at Kasho's photograph all day long.
Shigure Minaduki. She's Kosua's younger sister and a cat enthusiastic. She loves catgirls and obsesses over their cuteness. She appears to have romantic feelings toward her older brother, just like another anime I like.
Would you like me?
Now the whole story of the Nekopara anime is mostly about taking care of a new stray cat. But this arc ends in a few episodes, and afterwards it's all about random furry time. I give Nekopara a 7.5 out of 10. It's a fun show to enjoy and a must watch for catgirls lovers.
In fact, this was on purpose.
Your excuses are cute too, just like you.